Hi everyone, Kareen Erbe here with Broken Ground, and I just wanted to show you what I do in my greenhouse so that I don't have to heat it at night, even though we get really low nighttime temperatures at this time of year. So it's the beginning of April, and we've had a really cold spring. I wouldn't even call it spring because there's still about 3 feet of snow on the ground. But we are still getting really cold nighttime temperatures down to like 15 degrees, 13 degrees. But I do not want to heat my greenhouse. It's pretty inefficient to do so with like a space heater or something like that. And I don't want to use the energy. So here's what I do instead. I use a combination of frost cloths and hoops. And sometimes if it's particularly cold, I'll also add a blanket. So let's just have a look. So here's a bed in my greenhouse, and it's not pretty, but I use these old blankets, right? And underneath the blanket, I have a frost cloth, and underneath that frost cloth are the hoops that are protecting the greens that I have in here. So I have arugula and some choy and some mustard greens in here. And so these have been able to survive down to 13 degrees outside. Now this greenhouse is pretty well insulated, but it still gets pretty cold in here. But this is how you don't have to run your greenhouse at night, and it's more efficient. And then same with against this wall here, against the north wall, I have, again, blankets, and then under the blanket, I have a frost cloth. And then under the frost cloth, we got some little bok choys in here as well. So that approach seems to work fairly effectively down to at least 13 degrees. And sometimes what I do is I just kind of test the limits of that, knowing that, hey, I might lose some stuff, but that's worth kind of understanding what the limits of this greenhouse are, how low it can get in terms of temperature, and then how much things can still survive. Of course, if I had warm season crops out here, they probably wouldn't survive. But that's also worth a shot. So I won't put my warm season crops in here probably until mid to end of April, kind of depending again on those nighttime temperatures. But you can do a lot with just frost cloth and blankets. It's kind of like you're creating a greenhouse within a greenhouse. So let me know if you have any questions about it, but I'd highly recommend it if you don't want to heat your greenhouse, and it's just a great strategy to use in our cold climates and to extend your season even more. All right, thanks so much. Bye.